Have you ever thought buying a house in Abuja was only for politicians, oil tycoons, or rich uncles with deep pockets? Well, think again, because today on Real Estate Corner, I'm bursting that myth wide open. Whether you're a first-time buyer looking to invest or ready to sell property, there is a smart, safe, and financially savvy way to go about it, and it starts with knowing the basics. I am your host, Angel Mimi, and you are welcome to Real Estate Corner on Itele Media. Let's start with what many people find confusing: title documents. You've probably heard things like C of O, deed of assignment, excise or survey plan, but what do these things actually mean? I'm going to be breaking it down for you in this video. C of O, which is known as the Certificate of Occupancy, is the official document that is given by the government, and it gives you the legal right to occupy and use a piece of land for a certain number of years, usually 99. It is issued by the state government, and it is this document that enables you to use this property. Secondly, we have the deed of assignment. The deed of assignment is a proof that someone has legally transferred ownership of the land or property to you, and it always ensures that it is signed and registered at the appropriate land registry. You need to look out for this to be sure that you have gotten the correct deed of assignment. 3. The survey plan. The survey plan shows the exact boundaries of the land and helps confirm you're not buying someone else's property or government land. You also need to look out for this. 4. Excision or gazette. If you're buying undeveloped land, make sure it has been excised, meaning the government has released it for private use, because this is key. Now let's move on to how you can buy and verify a property before you make payments. Now, before you give anybody your hard-earned money, please verify. And here is how you can go about it. 1. Visit the land registry. In Abuja, this is the Department of Land Administration. You can request a search to confirm who really owns the land and whether it is under government acquisition. 2. Use a property lawyer. Not just any lawyer, but one familiar with land laws and property processes. They will ensure documents are legit and properly transferred. 3. Google Map search or on-ground visits. Don't rely on just pictures. Go there physically, and please go during the rainy season to ensure that you're buying a land that is not going to get flooded during the rainy season. So let's move on to the role of real estate agents and red flags to look out for in an agent. Now, talking about the so-called agents that says, "Auntie, don't worry, I go handle them. Let's worry." No, you have to worry, because sometimes some of these agents just tell you these things to make you feel comfortable enough not to notice that they're trying to swindle you. Well, this is why I'm going to be telling you the red flags that you need to look out for when you want to engage the service of an agent. Firstly, a legit agent is registered with a professional body. Example, Redan. Redan, which is known as the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, although lately there have been people who aren't registered, but if you choose to work with such people, what you see is what you get. That is why you need to ensure that an agent is registered with a professional body such as Redan. Secondly, the agent should be able or can provide a letter of authorization from the property owner. This goes beyond word of mouth, because an acclaimed agent can make promises without proof just to make you feel comfortable enough to give them your money. You need to be careful of such agents. Thirdly, an agent should be open to involving lawyers and on-site inspections. Nothing like stories or sending you pictures and expecting you just to make financial commitments, but they should be open to on-site inspections and lawyers that are verified. So let's move to the red flags. One major red flag is when an agent rushes you to pay immediately. Be careful of such agents. You need to run. The second one is when the agent can't show you any ID or office location. They claim they are agents, yet they do not have any office location in cases of eventualities. You need to run from such agents. Another one is when the agent tells you to ignore the paperwork. Now, family land. You need to run from such agents because you are on your own, and if anything goes wrong, this is going to be a story for another day. So please be careful, especially when an agent says, trust me, this land is hot cake. Don't delay. You also need to run from such statements, especially when they're trying to put so much pressure on you. Now, the last thing I would like to let you know is that there are usually hidden fees nobody talks about, which includes agency fee, legal fee, survey fee, documentation and registration, which is payable to the government depending on the property value. Now, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, kindly give us a thumbs up by liking this video and let us know what you think about this video in the comment section. Also, have you ever encountered an agent who asked you to pay inspection fee without seeing a property? How did this make you feel? Did you actually pay? And was this actually worth it? Well, this is all we have on today's episode of Real Estate Corner right here on Itele Media. I am Angel Mimi, your host, and I will see you all in our next episode. Thank you for watching.